Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Baron here. I've got a treat for you. We've got steam tanks again. We've got these steampunk, kind of World War I-ish inspired steampunk riflemen of the Empire with repeater rifles. Check these things out. They've got like, looks like 6 barrels each. So this is kind of like, what would tank and infantry battles be like in the steampunk universe using a mod for Total War Warhammer? This is Riflemen of the Empire by Lieutenant Apollo. You can find a link in the video description below. But it looks like both... Ooh, look at this. They moved the tanks behind. It seemed like they were situated out front. So we're going to have tanks supporting the main infantry lines here. And whereas the enemy's got flanks on, or tanks on either flank. Looks like they're lining up for their shots. But I know that on the main channel you guys haven't seen Total War Warhammer in a while. I've been playing it religiously on the second channel, and if you've caught some of the ninja streams, I've been live streaming it on Twitch at BaronVonGamez. This is the game that, like, after I play War Thunder for a few hours, I can play this game for... And like, I just love the campaign. So that's one of the reasons why I've been streaming it. Is it's good. I feel like it's good to have 2 games. Oh, look at these guys. Prepare. Oh man. Let's see how fast they fire. Oh my god, these repeater rifles. Now unfortunately there's no reload animation. But we do have blood and gore. These guys are obviously not getting hit. These guys are getting peppered. Oh god. Lots of blood everywhere. Their armor's kind of keeping them in the fight, and I do think they could tone down the blood just a little bit, but it is pretty fun to see from distance. But this is just epic. So I am gonna have a battle with these Riflemen of the Empire. Oh my gosh. Fighting off like a zombie horde. Look at this. Do we have infantry running in? Are these guys skirmishing in? Oh no. These were... I think they might be retreating actually. Steam tanks firing. We've got men just getting absolutely knackered in the middle here. Some people are closing ranks. Some are retreating. War is chaos after all. Here's the general. Oh my gosh, steam tank shells coming in. The general's running around here with his sword and shield. He didn't catch the memo. He probably should have like a pistol or something like that. These guys have pretty good range. It's just absolute destruction. Steam tanks. None of them are really kind of moving dynamic. This is 2 AI factions battling it out. I'm going to control some next because I want to see some steam tanks like charge into these guys. But the formations haven't really been kept. As you can see, things have devolved pretty rapidly as a result of the lines breaking down. So let's get a feel for who is where. That's probably why. There's the General of the Empire here is running right into these veteran state riflemen. And the enemy general's over there, so that's one of the issues, is having generals in it. But, so yeah, I have been playing this on the second channel. If you'd like to see more Total War Warhammer, we've been putting up some Mountain Blade as well. We have the Civil War mod that we played a while ago, and some cool battles there. So it's kind of like my Total War, Mountain Blade, and might be, depends. I'll put some Men of War content over on the second channel. But every now and then I'll mix in something on the main channel like this, because I just saw this modded unit and I was like, I feel like the audience will appreciate it. I feel like you guys would appreciate kind of like this steampunk World War I meets American Civil War meets repeater rifles and plate armor. I mean, what game can you find this kind of stuff in? And that brings up a good point. There's no real good, like, steampunk game out there. Oh, do we have a melee battle? We've got a melee battle, boys. People breaking out swords. Oh, it's the general coming in here. Oh my god, absolute muck. So Blood and Gore was just released. I think they may have rushed it because there was a considerable leak in, of all places, you guessed it, Russia. Now, just the blood just really racks up, and it's kind of insane. But when there's just a little bit, I think it looks pretty good, especially for like these kind of scenarios. But the amount of fire that these guys can put out these veteran armored riflemen with their repeater handguns, I guess is what they're actually technically called in the Warhammer lore. But this battle is lasting a while. Now, the big question, oh, is this steam tank gonna fire? This steam tank is charging this unit of riflemen. He's taking shots from incoming tanks. I don't think they know what's about to hit them. Or they do, and they are retreating, because this guy can fire blasts of hot steam. I kind of would like to see that. Oh, he's rotating the turret. Steam blast. He's gonna charge into them. Oh my god! Oh, that was massacre right there. Some of them got up. Oh, steam blast. Wonder if that evaporated anyone. He's rotating. So they've got this kind of main cannon that fires an armor-piercing round, and then the top is kind of like the steam turret. So everyone thinks that the Renault FT-17 was the first modern tank, but as I said the first time I played this for this channel, oh, the steam blasts. It doesn't do too much against armored troops, which is interesting because you'd think that hot steam would just absolutely wreck. Absolutely wreck, you know, armored men, because it would heat up the steam and then it would burn them even more, maybe. Who knows? I guess it all depends on the armor. And here we've got what the equivalent of an officer would be. This would be a witch hunter, but they've got... Oh my god, he just took some shots. He's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. He's got pistols, though. So the blood and gore is sort of comical at times, in my personal opinion. Because you see these guys absolutely covered in, like, purple goop. I think they may have had it. Oh! But the amount of fire that these repeater rifles can put out is just absolutely devastating. But these guys are no match in a melee fight for a giant steam tank, which is basically like, you know, a Roman trireme. Or, you know, a Greek-oared ship of the ancient world where ramming speed is a consideration and a viable battle tactic. So it's kind of like a hybrid of all of these things. So we've got some mass routing. We've got these units look pretty fresh, firing at what could be a retreating steam tank. So it is going to be interesting to see because both these armies had parity. They had equal numbers. Oh, steam tank is down, ladies and gentlemen. One's down back here. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steam tanks. One dead. They've got this long-range tank engagement here. They're using these trees as cover, and you can see just over there. We've got units of riflemen or repeater handguns. Now, are they marching? Ooh, it looks like the team that the side that we started on. Are these guys retreating? No, they're going to engage. But I've been really having a good time. Fire! Gentlemen! Fire! And the amount of the fire rate. Oh! Oh no! This detachment just got absolutely shelled. Bodies everywhere. Cannon fired right through the ranks. Oh! That was insane! Yeah, so these guys are like, fuck this! We gotta get out of here! Nope, never mind. They're rather brave. Oh my gosh, I'm glad we got to see that. Look at that, blood and gore DLC. This is not... Oh, and this last tank. He's not doing too hot. He's getting hit with tank shells. Oh yeah! And that is the victory. So we're gonna take command of this army real quick. And we are gonna join it. We're gonna add... We could save this replay. World War I Steampunk, we'll call it. Now we get to see the casualty list to see, you know, what units did the most. I'm wondering why. So they took 472 losses. The enemy took 503. Now, as far as the kills, the steam tanks did the majority of the work. For the losing team, 103 casualties was the maximum. The witch hunter kind of officer did 20, but I'm surprised to see that these riflemen, veteran riflemen, didn't do too much. See, I'm wondering if they focused on tanks, because you can see here the tanks massed all these kills, whereas these tanks kind of No, these tanks charged. So I guess that could be what it was. Here the tanks did the most casualties, but you can see that there's a lot more casualties inflicted from the men of the line here. Their general did die. Both generals did die. I guess that's the problem. So what I like about this game is it's supported by the Steam Workshop, right? So we are going to give myself Karl Franz and his Warhammer a Sigmar. We will give ourselves a Witch Hunter. We'll give ourselves 5 Steam Tanks. And then we will fill out with this modded unit, and I've already got lots of mods on right now. With Veteran State Riflemen, and we will start a battle. So we will see how our formations. I'm wondering how... We gotta see the AI do it. We gotta see some gratuitous repeater rifle tank action. Lots of fun. But I'm thinking that I'm gonna concentrate my tanks, like 4 tanks, on one of the enemy at a time, like on their right flank. No, actually, I kind of like this. My left flank. Let's see how to do this, right? So this is the decision right here. I could have 5 tanks on 2 and kill their tanks and then send mine in. I think that would be the better route. Let's see our range. Our range is kind of short. So we'll keep our tanks in a group. Oh, that didn't work out too well. Whoa. There's some kind of strange terrain issue. We will concentrate all forward firepower. We will work to rout their left flank. They're firing in the center of my lines. So this is the fun of this. Now the general here needs to kind of hang back and give moral support. And the Witch Hunter can target their general. Alright, sir. Get out of the lines, maybe, so you can move faster. Now we're going to be exchanging repeater rifle fire. And I'm focusing on their left flank, focusing on these tanks. Once the tanks are down, I think we'll have the advantage. Look at this general. He's kind of being a noob, running through the repeater rifle ranks. So this is what it looks like as a commander. Up! Target the enemy! And we'll put these guys on guard mode, so as he starts to retreat, which I imagine he will. Look at this, though. Commander view is pretty sweet. So these 4 tanks, still concentrating. This guy's almost down. If you look, the top red bar is his health. Gold is ammunition, and silver is leadership, or morale, basically, because in Total War games, morale affects a lot. So what I want to do is start to disrupt the enemy infantry ranks. And as a result, hopefully start a capitulation, basically really decrease morale by running in, disrupting their fire so that I have more fire. But the issue here is those tanks. Alright, so we've got 1 tank down. And hopefully this guy can soak up a lot of damage to keep my repeater riflemen in the battle a little bit longer. Are you even firing? So if you're not firing, that's unacceptable. Let's see. Information. Taking fire. Good, they are firing. Ah, the enemy lord is dead. That will cause a blow to morale. You can see a lot of units, their silver line, or leadership / morale, is really taking a beating. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to concentrate 3 tanks on theirs and move another one towards routing the enemy lines. Now let's bring these in. Melee charge! Alright, so basically I pressed Alt and then the sword option came up. So these guys are going to go in like a giant battering ram. And these guys want nothing to do with it. But they can't outrun a steam tank. You silly peasants. Oh. So let's... Look, we got a melee charge. Bayonets! Fix bayonets! But this is a battle we will definitely win. Yes. So, a little bit of tactical change. We will have to work on finishing off these steam tanks. But concentration of fire seems to be the ticket. Ramming speed, sir! Oh, a steam blast and a ram. Absolutely wrecked. Ram the enemy steam tank. I don't think I've ever done this before. This should be interesting. What does a ram do against an enemy steam tank? And we can always hide the HUD. Boom! Not as emphatic, but we tied him down and the steam blasts are still firing. So that guy can finish him off, and now we shall move the Panzer Corps, the Steam Panzer Corps, to focusing on the enemy tanks. We'll have some long-range volleys. Men! March! March forward, finish them off. So, fire will stop momentarily. I don't want my general to just kind of... Look at this, we're marching into oncoming fire, but at this point, the battle will be ours. And we got long-range tank fire here with these steam panzers. Oh, some near misses. This is firing at what, maybe a kilometer or two away? Oh, nice hit. Incoming fire. Kind of bounced right off the turret. That second shot, oh, those poor infantry that were just simply retreating. But this is what a grand battle looks like. Now remember, if you want to see this versus like the zombie apocalypse, a huge zombie horde, you know what, let's see what happens. Charge! Charge the enemy, fix bayonets! Oh, they're wavering. See the white blinkingness? That means their morale is literally falling out of their butts. Oh god. The enemy tank is actually winning this battle. We may lose a steam panzer, sir. Deciding to do melee was not... Let's see if we can make this flawless. Turn all attention! Support your tank mate. We'll send in 2 detachments of veteran riflemen. Now the enemy's just running. Everybody! Charge! Alright, let's see if we're gonna lose this panzer or not. I really wouldn't like to, but you can see his health is at 454. And the other guy's at like... Maybe we can rotate around this house. Run! Fly, you fool! Uh-oh. He's got rammed in the butt! 238 damage. Oh, he got destroyed. I think maybe even from incoming fire. So we did lose a steam panzer. And boom! With concentrated rifleman fire. Alright, steam panzers, we've got a few left. And then this battle is ours. Everybody! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. These men are gonna get wrecked. Oh, just massacre right there. Steam blasts, ramming, cannon rounds. But these two are very low, you can see. Boom! Only one left. But they're fighting to the death. And that looks like a victory to me. So now let's see the casualty reports. This should be interesting. We shall end the battle. Now, we only lost 357, but that's surprising. So, since we concentrated on tanks, like this guy probably got that one kill was probably a tank that he killed. they focused mostly on infantry, which allowed us to turn the battle, basically soaking up their tank kills with our infantry. Now in our team, looks like 57 was the maximum. Our officer didn't do anything, neither did theirs. And our lord was more of the general as opposed to the warrior. So it looks like 57 kills for us, but 86 for them. But you can see that their infantry, I don't think choosing infantry to fire at maybe tanks was the best idea. But it seemed that victory for the Steampanzer Corps of Baron von STEAMPUNK. So once again, if you'd like to see more Total War Warhammer, it's on the second channel. Link will be in the video description below. I will also put a link to the zombie apocalypse versus these steampunk riflemen and steampanzers. Should be a lot of fun. We'll have this defensive square formation where we're just going to get overwhelmed by massive amounts of zombies. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Wanted to change some things up as it's the weekend and we can put out 2 videos a day on the main channel. If you're ever like, man, Baron, I've watched all your videos, I want more, you know, if from the main channel, there will be videos on the second channel. We've got, like I said earlier, Mountain Blade Civil War battles and all the Total War Warhammer you could ever want. So I'll see you guys over on the second channel, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.